Welcome to the 99th floor of the pit. It was not fun getting here. It took way over an hour. I was dying because I couldn't find any puddle rooms to summon Ditto from. And elixirs don't work here. But at least I got some other stuff. You get this on the 20th floor. That's on the 30th, 40th, 50th, even though we don't really need it. And also, we got a whole bunch of power gems, even a bow gem, even though I don't really need them either. But down here is what we want, and I'll flip into it. I said I'll flip into it. Fancy! Oh, this is relatively simple. And now it's not! It's Packet's great-great-grandfather, Sackett the 42nd. They still weren't imaginative. To be honest, this guy is a lot easier than most of the rooms of the pit. He's just a rock monster. You can cancel his attacks by hitting him the right way. And you can make his arm fall off with sword slashes. The only thing that's different is the fact that he comes with these little spark enemies that split apart. You have to hit them 2 times each. Luckily, if you hit one and it splits into you, there's like invincibility frames. That's it! That's the end of the pit. Our prize? An unlimited Omega Sword! Yeah! That replaces our dagger for the rest of the game. Unless we need the front flip. And in case you want to leave this dungeon, don't do it. These teleporters on the 10th floors will take you back to this room. If you leave, the pit resets. If you don't leave and fall down the pit again, you go right back to the floor you were in. That's the only way to save. And you can't even save in this room anyway, so it's kinda pointless. So, we got an unlimited Omega Sword. What do I have to do today? Map, tell me. Oh, right, my family's kidnapped. I need to use a spirit that eats things. Luckily, I got one of those. They won't be kidnapped for much longer. I'll just slash zombies with my sword. And ignite bees. I didn't even remember there was mosquitoes in this area. But Xiao's gonna come along with me. In fact, we should, we shouldn't check out just yet. The bow call is useless. I'll just get rid of that right now. I'll summon Bow from it, and I'll get an elixir. I don't need that elixir. Bow thinks I'm gonna die. I will if I keep him around. The Shadow Call is interesting. The Ifrit Call we don't even need anymore, but I'll keep it around in case it's handy. And might as well get meat from the Ditto Call right now. I'll hold on to the Ifrit and the Shadow Call until I need them the most. They're my buddies. Ditto is just around because I'm famous. I'm Prince Ali, after all. Yeah, she just follows me, adoring me. And my sword. That I got off the pit. That I really had to depend on her to get. Yep, it's still kidnapped here. Everyone's still kidnapped. That's great for them. I'm happy. Hi guys, I'm back again. I have a fire sword this time. I'm gonna go into the castle now. The secret way. Chompy could turn into... Bow! I think he's a lot more useful as Chompy, though. And that's his only purpose in life. Is to eat grates. You have to double tap the summon button to make him move. So, that just shows how useless he is. He doesn't even move for you. And look! In case you hate Bow, there's a bow gem. I really hate Bow. Why wasn't he the good? In fact, there's 2 sequels to this game. One of them was for the Sega Saturn. Bow was useless then, too. It was called The Legend of Oasis, and it was pretty much a more up-to-date version of this, except the fight system was less complicated. They didn't have as many moves. They added 2 spirits and a whole bunch of trivia on Beyond Oasis. You played as Ali's descendant, and he had to become king by finding all the spirits and solving something involving a Guido. The good thing was that it was the spirits, they were actually quite useful. The new spirits, one was like a trumpet or something. The other one was like a wind elemental. Weapons weren't that fantastic, and of course it was on the Sega Saturn, which was kind of dead on arrival to begin with. Oh no, that was my favorite guard. Who protected the king from my wrath. And now Silver Armlet's getting all the wrath. That's my throne to take with bloody murder. I'm gonna get you for this! I should not have ran right into him. That was a bad idea. Now that I beat you senseless, how about we make a trade? Your sister for a large cube. Oh no, another mountain? I have to bring a cube to a mountain. We don't even have a cube. Let's leave my sister alone. We have nothing for you here. You jerk! He does not know how to play fair. He must be a bad guy. Welcome to the castle basement. The most jerkiest thing about this dungeon is it shows you the exit, but makes you do the dungeon anyway. So we're gonna have to find our way out of here. This is not the way out. We're gonna be seeing this room quite a few times because there's currents here. You have to manipulate them in a way that keeps me from not getting out of this dungeon. And oh look, zombies! Who has a fire sword? I do! I do! That makes this room very easy. I could even fry some fish with my sword if I wanted to. But we need that key. I'll just save you like a minute of finding out that you need that key right there. We can't go anywhere else, so we have to crawl back the way I came because this is a small passageway. Alright, that's great. I'm nice and soaked wet now. Oh, hey, Jumpy. Yeah, you turn into Bo. You're kind of useless. Sorry. Shade's pretty good, but we kind of need Bo. Yeah, they kind of punk you out to go, no, I don't want to use Bo anymore. He's stupid. And you see Shade and go, ooh, Shade. And then you summon him, only to realize that you need Bo anyway. Thanks a lot, man. I didn't even have to tell you to do that. I dislike Bo! I like Shade. Shade is my best friend. Shade is coming to all my parties. Including the Worm Party! It's a miniature version of the worm that attacks you in Spelunky. You have to fake it out and hit it with a sword. Hopefully the Omega Sword. You better have it by now. Can you make it through the 100 pit room? Killing the worm gets you a bow gem. Thanks. That was kind of a hard enemy. I deserve something that was actually rewarding, not punishment. Fine! Don't give me anything. I hate you now. Ah! But that brings us to the top of this channel room. Make sure you hold right. Otherwise, you go right back to where you came. Instead, we're going to be ending up right here. And make sure you move immediately. That game has no qualms about setting you on fire. And look! White zombies! It's like the game knows I have an ultimate weapon now, and it's not going to pull any punches. It's going to throw zombies and armored caterpillars at me. Remember, you can only kill these things when they're upside down. And don't get too hasty to call Ditto yet. Because not only do we get a green key, there's chests over here that only Shadow can grab. We can't jump over there. That gives us another all-important Shade Gem and a blue key. We're going to be using that when we get a hold of it. But now I'm going to need Ditto, because I can't leave this room. I could use the Ditto call, but there's water right here. Alright, solve that for me. I need this one solved. Most importantly, it's the only way out. There's a current in the other hole. See? What did I tell you? And we gotta crawl back through this again. Ew, what did I just step in? I don't want to know. Probably Silver Armlet left it there. That's just great. Why did they leave a labyrinth in the bottom of their castle anyway? Is this where Prince Ali got his training to be a treasure hunter? That's my assumption. No worm here, but there's a whole bunch of puddles. You might think it's endless, but believe me, kill all of these puddles. Especially the ones that shoot at you. Now I'm angry. You make Prince Ali upset. When Prince Ali gets upset, people die. Oh man. Some of these puddles are pretty strong. And did you see those two over there? They were like hitting each other. You're just bashing into each other one after another. And hopefully this is all worth it. took a lot of time out of my day for prizes. I don't like this prize! I hate it! You know what? I gotta take it. Maybe I could sell it to the merchant guy. Maybe he'll give me a fish. And this thing! This thing is new. Can't seem to attack it. You know why? He only appears when there's a spirit available. And he tries to suck the spirit power out of him. It's the only way to kill this thing. Alright. That solves my problem. But I have a blue key for that door, and I need a Ditto. I just summoned Ifrit because it's a little easier than hitting these droplets with my light ball. See? You gotta time it just right. You gotta, like, know when the thing's coming. Maybe I really should have kept my Ditto call. Alright, we don't need to go back, though, thankfully. We're almost at the top. Oh. I really should have summoned Ditto when kept Ditto when I had the chance. Can I summon her from here? Please? I think I can make it. No. I gotta go back. That's what I get for getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna need this, and I'm gonna have to kill that spirit again. The spirit sucker. I don't know what you call this thing. I'm calling it the spirit sucker. It sucks my spirits. Get out of the gutter. Thank you. Ditto, I shouldn't have unsummoned you. There's so much fire here. And also, we gotta call Bo. Luckily, Chompy's just right over there. He's just a little hard to hit with the light ball. There we go. And you call him over here. That's his teleport ability. Thanks, Bo. Thanks a whole lot. It's all your fault. I almost forgot to call Shade. Shade's my buddy. Shade's my pal. We have pizza every Friday night. Well, he has the shadow of the pizza. I have to eat the whole thing. Speaking of which, all this food Ollie's been eating, like that, and the grapes and the giant mushrooms, wouldn't he be very fat by now? Adventuring must be good for your metabolism. Alright, jumping down there is a folly. Go this way. There's a Chompy here for a good reason. We're kinda gonna need him. I mean, we could doppelganger and try to walk out of the room, but we can't do it like that. We could put a bomb down there, but it explodes too fast. The only person that could take up space is Bo. Come on, Bo. It's time for your purpose in life. Time to hold down a button so the rocks don't attack me. Get back there! You're supposed to hold down that button. You can't even do that right. Yay! Me and my good buddy Bo. He's like that guy in the office that you don't want to deal with, but he's there nonetheless. Another thing he could do is he is kind of like Ifrit. He will lash out and attack things, but for some reason he just doesn't want to do it today. Would you attack the things I want you to attack? That's his regular A button attack. He stretches out and goes om nom nom on things. It's really dumb and pointless. Look at this. Bo almost killed me. Bo is dumb. But I want those presents, and that's the way out. Unfortunately, we're gonna need Ditto to get our way out of here. And that's a Mimic! Ah, kill it dead! And get another rank up. They seem to like giving me those. And of course, another Bo Gem. I'm collecting them. Ollie's got a thing. He has an obsession with Bo Gems, I guess. Remember the Waterfall Cave? Exact same principle here. You gotta hit the center of the waterfall with a Ditto bubble. And then you could open this door with your light ball. Make sure you don't get washed back down. You will be frustrated. Ah, so there's that large cube that we had in the center of our castle's basement. There's no enemies here? Really? Okay. Oh, this doesn't sound good. This is the origin of Vegito's power. He played the Rubik's Cube a bit too much. It makes you evil! And we got the large cube. Well, that's just great. Thank you. Why would we keep an evil power in our basement anyway? Oh, hey! Hi, buddy! Our good buddy narrator is back to explain the obvious to us. He obtained a large cube. He talked to this guard. And also we had a teleporter to our ceiling, somehow. Well, I got a large cube. Might as well talk to Dad and kill him, take his crown. Hi, Dad. You didn't put up a very good fight. You're supposed to be the king of the kingdom. Yeah, I found it. Why did we have it here? Shouldn't we have banished it to some kind of nega dimension? We don't have the budget for that. Alright. I'm gonna go save my sister on top of another mountain. I hope you would... Oh. Are you okay? I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's just dandy. Something tragic didn't just happen, I swear. I'm leaving. I have a sword, the king is dead, the sister's missing, and I think people are gonna start blaming me. I'm out of here. Next time I'm beyond Oasis. The ground is exploding, and the king is taking a nap. That's my excuse. We're gonna have to head there next. Back to the mountains! Yay! This game loves its mountains. I'm ArmoredChocobo. Good night, folks.